Hey everyone, welcome back to Laugh Tracks, the podcast where we take life's chaos and turn it into comedy. I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Corie. Thanks for tuning in to episode 5. This one's going to be a lot of fun. We're diving into life's little mysteries.
You know, those little quirks of life that make you wonder if the universe has a sense of humor. Like why does the dog always need to pee the second you sit down? Or why do I keep losing snacks in the house?
Snacks don't disappear. You just eat them too fast to notice.
Wow, shots fired already. Speaking of humor, Corie, did you hear about the guy who invented lifesavers?
No. What about him?
He made a mint.
Oh, we're starting off with the dad jokes now, are we? Okay, bold move. Let's hope our listeners are still here after that one.
They'll forgive me because we have the best listeners. Speaking of which, we want to give a big shout out to Madison who wrote to us on TikTok this week.
Yes, thank you, Madison. Your message made our day, and we're so glad you're enjoying the podcast. Keep the messages coming, everyone. We love hearing from you.
So today's episode is all about life's little mysteries. We'll be asking each other some funny and mind-boggling questions, sharing our own mysterious moments, and reading some of your submissions. It's going to be a wild ride.
And speaking of mysterious moments, I think we should start with the time I got lost in my own mind.
Oh, this is a classic. Go on. Tell them what happened.
Okay, so I was cleaning the house, right? I went to put a coffee mug in the dishwasher, and then I just froze. I completely forgot what I was doing. I'm standing there holding the mug, staring at the sink like it's going to give me some answers or something.
And let me just add, you stood there so long, I thought you were buffering. Like you were this close to needing a reboot.
I finally snapped out of it, though, and I realized I was supposed to be putting that mug away. But instead, I ended up putting it in the fridge.
True story, folks. The mysteries of Corie's mind are deeper than the Bermuda Triangle.
Bermuda Triangle? Okay, all right. Enough about me. Let's get into the real mysteries.
All right, so buckle up, everyone. This is going to be fun. Let's dive in.
All right, listeners, before we dive into today's mysteries, I want to kick things off with a question for you all to think about. This week's mystery is a big one. Why does the one thing you're looking for always show up after you stop searching for it? I'm sure you've all been there. Drop your thoughts on TikTok or YouTube, and if we like your answer, we might just feature you on next week's episode. Can't wait to hear what you think.
Now, Corie, I've got a question for you. What's your biggest life's little mystery?
Well, I think my biggest mystery has to be, why can I never find the right shoes when I need them? But I can always find a pair of shoes I didn't even know I had when I'm not looking for them. It's like some kind of cosmic shoe game or something. I don't know if I'm losing them or if they're multiplying behind my back.
Alright, so let's really unpack this cosmic shoe mystery.
Okay.
I mean, how does a person just lose shoes in a way that doesn't make any sense? Are they vanishing into another dimension? Or is there some sort of secret shoe gremlin living under the couch?
I honestly think there's a shoe black hole in the house. I'll open a closet and see an empty pair of shoes, but no matching one to go with it. I could have sworn I left them together, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, a random shoe shows up in the laundry room, and it's like it's been there waiting for me.
It's like they're plotting against their escape. When we're not looking, maybe they get tired of the same old routine, and then the shoes just have a secret life when we're not around?
Yes, I've started to think they just go on these little adventures without me. Maybe they get a taste of freedom when I'm not paying attention, but then they get lonely and come back when they're done exploring.
That's it. Your shoes are living out their own little lives, and they're just dropping in and out like they're on vacation. Maybe they're trying to get away from the monotony of being on your feet all day.
Exactly. I think they have more fun than I do. I mean, I just don't appreciate them enough. Maybe I should let them go more often. See where they end up. Let them live their best lives, I guess.
I like to think that somewhere out there, there's a whole community of shoes just hanging out, telling wild stories about the time in the laundry room or their little escape to the backyard.
Yeah. All right. Your turn. What's one of your life's mysteries that you would like to share? Germ?
I guess it would have to be the way that I always remember the weirdest little details from like years ago, but can't remember what we talked about 5 minutes ago.
Same.
I guess I'm just storing up the important stuff for later. But seriously, it's like my brain files things in its own little system, which admittedly could use a little organization.
Yes, I think that's the mystery of your mind right there. It's like your brain has a VIP section for weird, random facts, but the everyday stuff gets left standing in a line outside.
Exactly. The stuff that sticks around, it's like the VIP club. Everything else gets booted to the forgotten section. Maybe it's my brain's way of prioritizing the fun stuff.
I mean, you could throw a little more organization into the mix, but hey, at least you never forget the important things, like what kind of dog treats Biscuit likes, or that time that we saw that one weird movie.
Hey, those are important details. If I forgot those, I'd probably be in real trouble. Alright, I think that's enough unraveling the mysteries of my brain for now. Otherwise, we might just end up more confused than we started.
Tell me about it.
But don't go anywhere, folks. We've got more Life's Little Mysteries coming up after the break, including one that left Corie absolutely speechless. Stay tuned.
Indeed.
Alright, welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you had a moment to think about the questions we tossed out there earlier. Why does the things you're looking for always show up after you stop searching? And if you're still pondering, don't worry. We've got plenty more mystery to keep your brain busy.
Speaking of mysteries, Jeremy, this one's been bugging me for a while. Can we please talk about how time just disappears somehow? Like how I'll go on a quick shopping trip and come back hours later, but to me it only felt like 10 minutes.
Okay, I'm so glad we're finally addressing this.
Finally?
Because you mean the phenomenon where you casually tell me, I'll be back in 20 minutes, and then I look at the clock and somehow it's been like a week?
Oh, come on. It is not. Okay, but it's not my fault, okay? I genuinely do not understand how it happens. I'll go to the store, grab a few things, maybe glance at the clearance rack, and suddenly, poof, hours have gone by. It's like stepping into a time warp.
Time warp? More like a shopping wormhole. What's happening during those hours? Are you secretly living a double life as a professional bargain hunter?
Honestly, I have no idea. It's like the store puts me in some sort of trance. And don't even get me started on those end cap displays. It's like they're designed to slow you down and make you lose all concept of time.
Oh, they definitely are. Those displays are like time traps. But what's wild is, for you, it feels like no time has passed at all. Meanwhile, I'm at home wondering if I should file a missing person report.
Oh my gosh, you are so dramatic. It is not that bad.
Oh, it's totally that bad. But you know what? I've come to terms with it. I just tell myself that when you're out there time traveling, it's probably because you're on a mission to find something amazing.
You're dang right. Exactly. That's exactly how you should be thinking. You should be grateful I'm out there saving the world one clearance aisle, one clearance rack at a time.
Fair enough. But let me ask you this. Do you think this time warp thing is just you, or do other people feel it too? Listeners, we want to hear from you. Does time feel different for you in certain places like the grocery store, the mall, or even the DMV?
Dun, dun, dun.
Let me know.
Yeah, share your experiences. Maybe we'll find out there's a universal mystery we're all a part of. Who knows? Maybe it's the universe's way of giving us a little break from reality.
Or maybe it's just trying to remind us to check the clock once in a while.
Hmm.
All right, let's take another quick break. And then when we come back, we've got a mystery about food that might leave you hungry for answers. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. We're wrapping up this week's episode of Laugh Track with one last mystery that always leaves me scratching my head and my stomach rumbling. Corie, have you ever noticed how food just disappears in our house? Like I'll buy a snack, look forward to it all day, and then when I go to grab it, it's gone.
Oh, you mean the infamous disappearing snack mystery? Yes, I've noticed. But I think I know exactly what's happening here.
Oh, do you now? Please, enlighten me.
Well, it's either Biscuit getting into things or... Now, hear me out. You eat the snack and you just forget about it.
Oh, no way. I've gotten snack discipline. I save my snacks for the perfect moment, and when they're gone, it's like they're vanished into thin air. I think there's a snack thief in the house.
I mean, if by snack thief you mean me, then... Yeah, guilty as charged.
I knew it. Case closed. The cosmic snack mystery solved. But hey, no hard feelings. Sharing snacks is basically a love language, right?
Sharing? No, I'm just kidding. Exactly. Besides, I always replace what I steal, eventually.
Eventually? Huh. I'll be waiting. Alright, listeners. We've tackled some fun mysteries this week, from time warps to wandering shoes and disappearing snacks. We hope it got you thinking about a little mystery in your life.
Yeah, and don't forget to send us your stories and answers. Whether it's on TikTok, YouTube, or whether you're following us, we'd love to hear about the mysteries that keep you up at night. Who knows? Your story could be featured in next week's episode.
That's right. And if you haven't already, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Laugh Track so you never miss an episode. We've got plenty more laughs and mysteries coming your way.
Alright, that's it for this week. Thanks for listening, everyone. And don't forget, sometimes the little mysteries in life are the ones that bring the biggest laughs.
Well said. We'll see you next week. Until then, stay curious and keep laughing. And remember, life's little mysteries might not always make sense, but at least they keep things interesting. So embrace the chaos, laugh at the weirdness, and don't forget to check under the couch for your missing shoe.
See you next week.
Alright, just if you're still listening, just to keep you a little entertained, koalas can sleep up to 18 to 22 hours a day, whereas a giraffe only needs about 2.
Okay, this one's kind of disgusting, but fleas can jump over 80 times their own height. Also, most cats don't like to drink water if it's too close to their food source. Always keep your cat's water and food supply separate so they don't get dehydrated.
That's why Mr. Kittles likes to go drinking out of the toilet instead of his water bowl next to Biscuit's food.
That's nasty.
But did you know that jellyfish and lobsters are biologically immortal?
Biologically immortal. Well,
we're going to scratch that one. An octopus has 9 brains, blue blood, and 3 hearts.
And yellow piss, because it's an octopus.
His name is Octopus.
That has octopus. Beaver eyelids are transparent so they can see through them as they swim underwater. That's kind of cool.
That's an interesting fact.
A penguin has the ability to jump 6 feet, that's 1.8 meters, out of the water with no aid.
Let me say something. Did you know that humans have the largest brain in terms of brain to body ratio? The animal with the biggest brain overall is a sperm whale, weighing in at 17 pounds. And besides the crocodile's belly and top of its head, the rest of the skin is bulletproof. That's something you didn't know. But did you know that due to the placement of a donkey's eyes, it can see all 4 of its feet at one time?
I did not know that.
I didn't either.
There are giant hornets in Japan with venom so strong that it can melt human skin. I don't know how actually factual these are, but that's interesting.
But if you're wondering, you can always write to Scott Matthews. 1,144 random, interesting, and fun facts you need to know if you don't agree with these facts.
Or you want to challenge them.
But it would take 1.2 million mosquitoes sucking once each to completely drain the blood in a human adult.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, it takes 12 bees a lifetime of work to create a teaspoon of honey. That's so sad. A slave to the sauce.
Slave to the system. A man in Wisconsin, his name's probably Winston, took a photo containing 3 albino deer in the woods. The chance of this happening is 1 in 79 billion.
Well, if you are afraid of scorpions and you're around a body of water, don't go to that water to help you, because a scorpion can hold its breath underwater for up to 6 days. You're SOL on that.
Yeah, and male puppies will let female puppies win when they play, even though they are physically more powerful, to encourage them to play more.
Baboons in the wild have been known to kidnap puppies and raise them as pets.
Aren't baboons the one with the red butts?
Yes, they are.
They got red butts. That should have been a fact.
Red butts and
coconuts.
well, I was going to say big hearts, because they're stealing the puppies, but they're raising them. That's terrible.
But it doesn't have anything to do with their butts.
No.
All right, just a couple more. China is home to half of the pig population on Earth.
Lobsters taste with their toes, their feet. The tiny bristles inside a lobster's little pincers are their equivalent to human taste buds. Disgusting.
That is. There's about 34... Oh, hold on. There's a 34-year-old chimpanzee named something that not only knows how to start a fire and cook food, but knows how to make omelets for himself.
Where's that at? Kunzi.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Mm-hmm.
We can play it back.
Okay.
All right, one last joke, or one last fact. This one's going to be coming from Corie.
It's got to be a good one. So I'm going to go with the Mona Lisa has no eyelashes or eyebrows. Go ahead and check. I honestly think there's a shoe black hole in the house. I'll open a closet and see an empty pair of shoes, but no matching one to go with it. Scratch all of that. I can't force a laugh.
Still forgive me, but cut that. The mysterious, cut that.
And I don't even get scratch that.
But you know what? I've come to the terms with it. Cut that.
You eat the snack and just before, scratch that.
So embrace the chaos, laugh at the wildness, and don't forget. Yeah, so embrace the chaos, laugh at the wilderness. Yeah.